See, now we have one function for every keyword. Okay, so let me open the Excel file. Hmm. So we have created one function for every keyword till now. So how will call I will call these functions? See, I am going to call these functions with the help of driver script. Fine, let's work on it. So I will declare a object of app keyword class. Okay, and I will initialize that object here. I have initialized it here. Okay, before using the keywords. So now we have access to all the functions which are available in our app keyword class. Okay, after creating this object. Fine. And remember, we will have the access to the keywords of generic class also. Why? Because app keyword class is extending generic keyword class. Remember? So what I can do, I can write the functions here. I am only writing some if statements here. I am going to modify them in future. Let's write them. If keyword dot equals open browser. Okay, is equals to open browser. In that case, what you should do, app dot we should call open browser. Okay, now if keyword dot equals to, then navigate app dot navigate. Okay, keep it as else. Fine. Else if equals to click, then call app dot click. Okay, else if keyword is type, app dot type, else if it is equals to validate login, and we will call the function app dot validate login. See, we need to describe their body also. Okay, we will do it. Let me do one thing. I will type something in that. So what I do, I go to general on the browser, navigating to web in the click function, click on website. Okay, and whatever, type in the site. Okay, and what I do here, I go here and write validate login. Fine. So now let's go and run your login test case. Where is my login? Okay. run as. So now I have run my login test. Let's go upstairs. Hmm, just a second. See, it is printing here. Do one thing. Uh, Go to your driver script. Okay, because it is making some confusion. I am just commenting it. Now let me run it. Okay. So go to your output. Now you can see open browser, navigate, type inside, click on website. All these things worked fine. Getting the things? Okay, fine. Look good. Let me uncomment it. So now you can see we have open browser. Okay, then navigate. If you see my Excel also, our Excel also, navigate, type, click. Okay, so we have type, click, and after that we have validate. So it is working perfectly fine. So now what I will do in my generic keyword class, at the top let me declare few variables. Okay, so I am declaring the variable for property objects. Public properties and okay, so I have declared the property objects because we don't have access to data. Okay, we don't have access to anything. Fine. Okay, I will also declare the variable string object key. Public string data key for data key also. Public string data key. Okay, I will declare these variables. Fine. And hash table. So we need to provide these values from our driver script. Okay, we need to provide from our driver script to our generic class. Getting the point? Okay. See in drivers, why it is showing me error? Oh, sorry. Public hash is capital. No, oh, imported. So now what I will do? I will use getter and setters. Okay, fine for all these properties, and we will use in our generic keyword class. So what I will do? Remember, I will go at the end. What I do? I will use here only. Let's give some space. Okay, right click over here. Fine, and source, and where is getter setter? generate getter and setter. Okay, see now what I have to do, data. Okay, for prop, let's take set. For object key, take set environment, take this. Okay, are you following me? Okay, for data, take this. Okay, fine. From env also, let's take it get only, set only, remove get. Okay, I have taken all the setter functions. Okay, click generate. See, we got all the setter functions. Okay, I will be calling these functions from the driver script so that value can be set from the driver script. Getting the things? So go to your driver script, and before your for loop start, okay, here what I can write, app dot dot set environment property dot set environment property to environment property variable. Okay, it is already there, env prop. Okay, p is small. Fine, save it. And for normal, what I can do, app dot set property. Okay, so my environment variable property values are set. Now I can send this property to keyword class. We have data key value also. So what I do, go here. Okay, and what I can do, I can put it here as app dot set data key, and I can provide data key. Okay, this is the data key which I am going to provide. And we can also provide the object key value, set object key. Okay, I can provide there object key value, and I will also send the test data. Let me go. So I will send the data that is of our set table. So what I can do, hash table, sorry, app dot set data. Okay, sorry, it's hash table. I have chosen the wrong information. So go here, hash table. Yeah, okay. So this will be sent from here. See, now I have to find out which browser I am opening. So if I go here, I have to do just one thing. We are getting all the data, fine. So if I go to my function, open browser, I have provided here plus data dot get, and I need data key. Okay. So here of I will get the browser which I want to open. which website I have to navigate. Not correct. Just a second, let me see. URL name is in our property files. Remember, URL name we have given in our property files. Okay, got this thing. So what we have to do, so here I will use environment property file. Environment prop that property, and here we will be using object. Okay, clicking. So all these clicking and typing are available in my environment.property files. Okay, see here, object key has the username, password, URL, and click button, and all these things are available under our environment. ठीक है? Okay, fine. So what I have to do, I have to take all these values from our environment properties. Fine, getting me? Okay, so what I can do here, property dot object key. Okay, we can give the same thing in our type also. And one more thing, we will have the data also. Okay, and the data will come from our hash table. Okay, so what I can do here, so we need to retrieve the data from our hash table. So what I will do here, just give me a second. We will have the data plus data. Okay, and this data will come from hash table. Okay, so data key, data dot get. Okay, so we will get the data. Now let me run this code. Let's analyze the output. See, open browser, Mozilla. Fine. Navigate. Why it is showing me none? Okay. Navigate to website, Rediff. Okay. Type on site this. Okay. Open the browser, Mozilla. Type here. Type on site password, and its data is P1. Okay. Password 1. Click on website. We need to click on proceed and validate login. Don't it look perfect to you guys? See, here you can see that I am able to pass the value correctly. Now what I do, I go to my habit and sorry, I go to my suite and what I make my test case this also yes. Okay, fine, save it. Now let me run it. It will run two times. Okay. See, only one skip. And now you can see it's now browser Chrome. Okay. And it is browser Mozilla. Okay. So it has run twice. See, if you just see what I am doing, you will never able to learn anything. Just practice with me. Okay. Have any issues? Ask. Fine. See, there is a issue. In my driver script I am writing if else statement. Tomorrow what happens? Say you must have think about it. Okay. See, tomorrow what happens? One of my keyword increases. Here my keywords increases. In that case, see, everything should be dynamic. Okay. Example, say what I do after open browser navigate, I introduce a new keyword, insert. Let me insert here. Okay, with the name as login test. Fine, and it is validate test title. Okay, so what I have to do? I have to add one more else if. See, if these keywords keep on increasing 50, 60, 70, 80, then I have to write every time if else, if else, if else. Is it a practical approach? No. So what we can do in it? So here come the concept of reflection API in Java. If you go through my module number 7, you will come to know about reflection API. Okay, what is reflection API? Basically, the keyword and the function name are same. So let's work on it. It is on module 6 or 7. Just go through it. Okay, you will get my video. So you can get this reflection API from my module 4. Okay, let's start what it is doing. Okay, suppose we have a string with the name as password. Okay, our string name is password. And I need to call a function with same name. Okay, that is password. Fine, password. Fine. So there is a generic keyword class. See, we have a generic keyword class which have the function names like open browser, navigate, click. So these names are same as our keyword. Okay, so they are same. So what we are calling the function with the same keyword. Okay, getting the things. So the keyword variable is checked and corresponding to it, the function is called. Okay, see, if I have a function with the name of password, I need. So I have to put here again the if condition. If x equals to password, then call the function with password. Say if we have the function name as username, then call the function with the name of username. If it is login, then call the function with the name as login. So what actually reflection API says that we don't have to put every time if this, call this, if this. Okay, we don't have to do this thing. So there is a function which name is get method in reflection API. Okay, so I am calling that method X. So what is that method? Password. And what type of value it is taking? String. So see, now I am invoking method. Method is now X password and I am sending value as hi. So let me run this program for you. See, so the password function has been called. Now I'm having login function also. If I change it to login, say, and save it, and now let's run it. See, login function is called. If I give the name as username, save it and run it. Okay, username function is. So what I can do, we can get all the keywords from our Excel in this function and can call each and every corresponding functions to it. Okay, getting the things look good. So what we can do, we can use our reflection API over here. Okay, let me comment it. Okay, we will use our reflection API over here. So let's create the code for it. Method, declare the method. Okay, so java.length.reflect. Okay, import it, and then method equals app dot get class dot get method dot get method and give the method as keyword. Okay. Hmm, some issues are coming. Just a sec. See, app is the object of application keywords class. Okay, and this app app object has the access to all the keywords that is of generic class also and app class also. Okay, remember. And what I can do here, method dot invoke app. Fine. Okay. So why it is showing us error? Add throw declaration surrounded by package. Okay. Why it is showing error? Let him put it here only. Okay. I have added throw declaration here. So now this line will do the magic. All. Okay. From keyword you will get all the keywords and a method invoke will invoke that keyword. Okay. Now you can add any number of keywords. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, you can add any number of keywords. These will do all the work. Okay, now just go to your function class, that is generic keyword, and create the functions. Okay, let any number of keywords get added. That is not an issue. Okay, I ran it. and let's see the results. And why it is showing me validate title. Okay, I will have a check into it. uh, Actually I haven't created the function for it. I have to create. See, else everything has worked fine. So it is looking for validate title. I have to create the function for it. Let's create a function for validate title also. So go to your generic keywords. Okay, create a function for it. Fine. Validating the title. Okay, plus prop dot get. Save it. Now try to run it. I think it should work fine now. See, it worked fine. No error. Excuse me. And validate login also worked fine. Okay. See, validate title. It is also working fine. Okay. What I do, I take its dummy value. Go to your environment and properties. Fine. Go to your environment properties and here give home page title equals to anything home value. And what I have to do, I have to provide this key over here. Okay. Now let's again run it. Now the value will not be null. Okay, we got the home value. Fine. See, I have not even written any WebDriver code till now. I am just building up the framework. If my frame is perfect, you can integrate any type of project in it. Okay, getting the things? Okay, let's work on it. For time being, what I am doing, I am putting this value as no. It was just for your understanding that everything is working fine. Okay. Now what we can do, we can invoke our WebDriver. Let's start working on it. So go to your generic keyword and declare your WebDriver globally. Okay. So what we need to write, public WebDriver and do one thing, initialize your WebDriver in open browser function. There it is. So what we can do here, we have a simple line of code. See, I have told this code multiple times to you. That is if driver is equal to Mozilla. Okay. In that case, what will we do? What I am going to, sorry. dot equals. In that case, we can put our location of our driver. Where what is the location of my driver? Let me get from another class. See, these things also are going to be dynamic as the thing will progress. Okay, this is my path. Okay, so it will be driver is equal to new Firefox driver else if. Okay, now else if it is equals to Chrome, then we need to provide the path of Chrome driver, and it will be Chrome driver. Okay, else if it is going to be I, and we need it will be I driver, and we need to give here Internet Explorer driver. Okay, remember I have told this code multiple times. Okay, see one more thing. Yes, we need to get that data also. Now we need browser data. Browser is equal to data dot get data key. Okay, and then now you can put it like this: browser equals to this, then invoke this, browser equals to this, and browser equals to see. Okay, you know now the browser function will be open, will see now everything is managed. Okay, if open browser, it will send us the browser name, it will be checked there, and corresponding will be launched. Okay, let me run this code now. Let's see what happened. My assumption that it should open a blank browser. It is stopped there. It is opening. See, browser is launched. Okay, good. Look good. If you want, you can use your options class also. I have already discussed. It depends on you. If you want not to display your logs also, you can ignore that logs also. So all have been told to you. Okay. Now next thing what we can do, we have launched our browser. Okay, look great. Now what I can do, I can go to navigate. Okay, so what I can do, driver dot get and go here. Okay, copy it, paste it. And one more important thing, remember, as soon as I launch my browser, always try to maximize your browser and put a implicit wait there. Remember, this is very important. Okay, so what I can do, go here. So it will be driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicit wait time. Let's check. Let's take unit time. uh, Unit, and we can take it in seconds, and just take this unit as 20. Okay, I put it in wrong way. Control X. Oh, 20 seconds will come first. 20 comma. Okay. And at the end, what I can do, I can maximize. So I will do driver dot manage dot windows dot maximize. Getting the things? Okay, let's run it. If you want to say driver, if you want to say click on any object, then I can directly click from here. What I can do, driver dot find element by dot xpath dot xpath. Okay, and what I can we can provide, I will let you know how we can use different selectors like CSS and other also. Let's go with XPath currently. Okay, so what I can do, and I can use here object dot. I have to check one thing. Navigate environment of properties. Sign in info. Hmm, check it. And what we can do in our type function, driver dot find element by dot xpath. Okay, we need to get the property here. I think xpath will be like pop dot get property object key. And in the same way we can use here also, copy it, okay. So see, might be the case I haven't taken correct x path. Let me take some correct x paths, it will be good. Okay, let me take the correct x path. I am taking this. Okay, and I am going here in my environment dot properties. I am putting the sign in link. Next is my username. I think username password are correct. Okay, so let me run this. Just wait a second. Let me run it. It's been a long session. Okay, browser is being launched. See, Redivish launched. Just a second. Why this? Just a second. Yes, to give me a second. See, it was my mistake. I have to put this URL at prod.properties. Okay. Now let me run again. See, browser has been launched and things have been done. See how nicely it was performed. Okay. Let's see next session. Thank you.